Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel where I discuss lupus related information and tips. Today's video is about 10 common lupus symptoms that you should not ignore. Early detection and treatment are crucial in managing lupus. So if you notice or experiencing any of the symptoms discussed today, it's important that you consult your doctor. With that being said, let's dive into this video. Fatigue. This is the most common symptom of lupus, and about 80 to 90% of people living with lupus experience some level of fatigue. Now, this is not the fatigue that regular people experience. Say, for instance, they go to work and they come home feeling tired and they get a good night's rest. They wake up feeling refreshed and ready to go. With lupus fatigue, it doesn't matter how much rest you get, you still feel exhausted, tired, and just lack of energy. If you're experiencing frequent exhaustion that is affecting your daily activities, it's important that you consult your doctor. Now, your doctor may say, it's normal, maybe you just party too much or you're just working too much, but please be consistent and persistent in pushing them to look into it. Joints pain and swelling. Lupus can cause inflammation in your joints, which can lead to pain, discomfort, and swelling. This tends to affect the knees, wrists, and hands, but can also involve other joints. Another common symptom is photosensitivity. This is where your skin becomes more sensitive to sunlight. Also, being exposed to UV ray light can trigger rashes and other lupus symptoms. So if you notice that you are more sensitive to sunlight, it's good to talk to your doctor. It may be a sign of lupus, and it may not be, but it's good to have that conversation surrounding that. Skin rashes. Lupus is known for causing skin rashes, and one of the most common type is the butterfly rash that occurs across the bridge of your nose and also your cheeks. However, rashes can also appear on other parts of the body, such as your scalp, your chest, and your back. So please pay attention to any unexplained changes to your skin. Kidney problem or lupus nephritis. Kidney problem is a serious issue for people living with lupus. Symptoms include high blood pressure, swelling in your hands, feet, or ankle, blood in your urine, foamy-like urine due to excess of protein in your urine. This is high level of waste product called creatinine in the blood. Regular checkup can detect kidney issues at an early stage. Chest pain. This is another symptom that you should not ignore. Lupus can cause inflammation in the lining of your heart and your lungs, leading to sharp stabbing chest pain, and may worsen when you take deep breaths or lying down. I also experience chest pain, especially when I eat certain type of food, like hard food such as yams, dumplings, or even crackers. I didn't know that it was lupus related until one day I was complaining to my doctor that I'm having a lot of chest pain, and it happens a lot when I eat certain type of food. And she said to me it's because of the lupus. I didn't know about that symptom until later on, and I was telling her that when I swallow, sometimes I feel like I'm swallowing a rock, which is so painful, and it takes a while for it to just ease up, and I have to just stand still and just rub it until it passes. So it's not a good feeling. Chest pain, I feel like I can't breathe when I'm experiencing that. Mouth ulcers. This is another common symptom of lupus. and it's mouth ulcers or sores, which can make eating or drinking very, very uncomfortable. I had a very bad experience, or stress, a horrible experience early on in my journey after eating shrimps. I didn't know that it was a trigger for me. And I remember having shrimps, and 2 days after that, I was feeling pain inside my inner lip, but nothing that was too concerning at the time. So I went to work, did my thing, went home. After I showered, I brushed my teeth. It was so painful. And I think I had something to eat and I went to bed. In the night, around close to midnight, I woke up in this pain. And I ran to the washroom, turned the lights on, looked in the mirror. When I pulled down my lip, I was in shock to see all these sores inside my lip, and I didn't know what was causing it. And I remember calling telehealth, and I was explaining what I was going through, what was happening, to the nurse. And she asked me a bunch of questions, and I remember telling her that I had shrimps and I also have lupus. Didn't know that it was a trigger. And she said, oh, that's the lupus flaring up. If you have ice or popsicle at home, you can put it on to numb it, and then in the morning you should go to the pharmacy and get something called Zolactin B. Silly me, I went to work. I could hardly close my mouth, and I went to work. I couldn't eat. And then after work, I went to the pharmacy, got the Zolactin B, went home, was so excited to put it on because I was in so much pain, because the pain got worse and I was super hungry. So I showered first and brushed my teeth as best as I could, and then I put the Zolactin B on. But they didn't tell me that this Zolactin B would burn more than the pain I was feeling. It burned me so badly where I just stood with my lip just hanging down, my eyes running water, and that thing only gave me like 10 minutes of relief, so I could not even eat, swallow something. So I try not to eat shrimps anymore because it always messed me up. 2 years ago, I did mess with it and I paid the price, and it was another bad experience, but not as bad as the one before. It didn't really cause any sores, but I could feel the discomfort inside my mouth and, all over my body. So from then, I try not to eat it, even though it's something that I love, but the pain that I feel and the price I have to pay, it's not worth it. Doesn't matter how much I love it, it's not worth me going through this horrible experience each time. So make sure that you know what food trigger you and try to avoid or limit those food as much as you can. So if you're experiencing frequent mouth ulcers or sores, it may be a sign of lupus. So it's really important that you talk to your doctor regarding these symptoms. Neurological issues. Lupus can affect your nervous system, leading to symptoms like seizures, vision problems, headaches, and other cognitive dysfunction. So if you're experiencing persistent headaches or other neurological issues, it might be a good time to talk to your doctor. Just don't sit on it, memory loss, brain fog, all those things. Just have a conversation to see if it's lupus, or it may be something totally different, but it's really good to have those conversations. As I said, early detection and treatment are crucial in managing lupus. Hair loss. This is another common symptom of lupus. This can be the result of inflammation of the scalp or side effect from certain medication. Some people lose their hair in big clumps, while some lose it at a lower pace. So if you're experiencing hair loss, it's a good idea to talk to your doctor, because it may be a sign of lupus and it may not be, but please have that conversation. For me, I do lose hair, but not a lot like some people. But my scalp, most time is like it's on fire, like almost every time. Doesn't matter if I just washed my hair a minute ago, I always have issues with my scalp. But I don't lose hair that much, but my scalp is an issue. Blood disorder. This is another common symptom of lupus, and there are a few blood disorders that linked with lupus, but one of them is anemia, which is low red blood cell count, and this condition can cause weakness, fatigue, and increased risk of infection. So please, again, talk to your doctor regarding these symptoms. It's important to know that not everyone with lupus will experience blood-related symptoms. Also, the severity of symptoms range from person to person, and the symptoms that I may be experiencing may not be the ones that you're experiencing, because we are all bio-individual. It's very important, though, that if you experience any of these symptoms and if they are occurring frequently, that you consult your doctor. It may be lupus, it may not be lupus, but it's still important to make your doctor aware so they can rule out or determine what the condition or situation is. Guys, that's it for today. I hope you have a blessed day, night, wherever you are. And until next time, be blessed and stay blessed. And I will see you in my next video. And for all those lupus warriors, know that we are lupus strong.